knock them off course. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Iowa State's offense will have the football first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Right on the money. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. He's got an open man. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Offense working from the pistol. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They just keep firing. This time on target. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll run the sneak for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Rush is on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. A Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck. Really nice job by the linebacker there.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So Notre Dame's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line, because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cyclones come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Got a man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense. They're in a 3-4 alignment, and you're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapsed the pocket on that play.
The Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Oh, they're after him. It's caught. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. On target to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. 1st down for this offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Time to take a shot. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. Quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quickly to the tight end. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Handoff from the gun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here come the Irish back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Right back to him on the ground. Powers through the defender. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. They'll try to get it in with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He leaves it with his back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Leaves it with the back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They feed him again. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the move. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but even though we've heard Boomer Sooner a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Memorial Stadium. They're up by 4 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So now it's second and long.
On the play. Second down coming up.
Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Woodhead. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground, knocked out at the 28-yard line.
Listen, the big hog mollies up front, the big offensive line paved the way for a big first down.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. He'll do it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. He'll pull it on the read. And that's a live ball behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
When you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, when the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, give on the inside. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man out of the backfield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Cyclones want to pick up the tempo. Third down play from the gun. Looking to take a shot. He's got it at the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The throw to the outside is complete. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Absolutely perfect.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Snagged in the middle. It's Tatum. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's got it inside the 25. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
And the Cyclones will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He'll start this drive firing. Works the middle of the field. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on second down. They'll leave it with him. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well give it to him again. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll give it to the back.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play is going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Hard running there.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on.
Turning it on! And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. They're trailing by 10 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to pass on 2nd down. Using the quick game. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The kick is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man on the outside. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Good enough for a first down.
Got it in the middle, it's Tatum. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Cyclone fans, on your feet. It's third down.
Looking to throw for it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Defense going all in to stop the run. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They give him the rock again on second and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
It's now third and goal.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Touchdown, Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say, remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is the day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
38, Iowa State, 3.
Bringing it back. And the returner will be dragged down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Second down coming up.
Second down, he'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the Cyclones are rolling down the field. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll take another shot here. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. They go to the ground. Oh, better look out. Got the first down and more. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
First down for the offense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Handoff from the shotgun. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short.
On your feet, it's third down.
Quick release on the RPO. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Of 10. First and goal, Notre Dame.
Gets the back moving. Snap in the shotgun. He wants it all. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Throwing right. Tosses it incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The Cyclones line up to punt it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Hauled down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll run play action. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Tight end now in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. To the ground with the back. Inside the 35. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's on target and complete. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And his throw is incomplete. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Cyclones will line up to punt it away.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
Makes the catch at the 35. Oh, what a move to get open. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Fans on your feet. It's 3rd down.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA